What if your brain could actually crave studying the same way it craves scrolling through Instagram? Not through discipline, not through forcing yourself, not through another motivational speech that lasts about 48 hours before you're back on your phone at midnight. What if the craving itself changed at a chemical level so that sitting down to learn felt as automatic and satisfying as opening your favorite app? That's not a fantasy, that's neuroscience. And once you understand how your brain's reward system actually works, you'll realize that the reason studying feels painful has nothing to do with laziness or lack of willpower. It has everything to do with dopamine, and more specifically, with how badly most people have accidentally trained their brains to avoid deep work. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Your brain doesn't know the difference between studying and scrolling. It only speaks one language: dopamine. Every time you check a notification, watch a short video, or get a like on something you posted, your brain releases a hit of dopamine. It's fast, it's easy, it feels good. So when you sit down to study, which is slower, harder, and doesn't give you that immediate chemical reward, your brain does exactly what it's designed to do. It resists, it wanders, it tells you this is boring and that you should go back to the thing that actually felt good. You're not broken. Your brain is just optimizing for the wrong thing because you've accidentally trained it. But here's what most people don't know about dopamine. It's not actually about pleasure. Neuroscientist Robert Sapolsky's research at Stanford shows that dopamine is primarily about anticipation, about the prediction of a reward, not the reward itself. Your brain releases dopamine when it expects something good is coming. That means if you can make your brain predict that studying leads to reward, it will start releasing dopamine before you even open a book. That's the mechanism behind what's called dopamine loading, and it works in 3 phases. The first phase is deprivation. Before you study, you need to deliberately lower your baseline dopamine level. That means 30 minutes of absolutely nothing stimulating. No phone, no music, no podcasts, no conversation, just silence or a slow walk outside. Your brain will hate this. It will feel boring and uncomfortable. That discomfort is the whole point. You're creating a dopamine deficit, making your brain hungry for stimulation. And when you eventually sit down to study, even that relatively low dopamine activity will feel more rewarding by comparison because your baseline has dropped. The second phase is priming. Before you open a single page or file, spend 2 minutes sitting quietly with your eyes closed and visualize yourself studying successfully. Picture yourself understanding a difficult concept. See yourself working through a problem and solving it. Feel the satisfaction of a productive session. This isn't just motivational fluff. It's triggering your brain's anticipatory dopamine response. Research on mental simulation shows that vivid visualization of performing a task activates many of the same neural pathways as actually doing it. Your brain starts releasing dopamine before you begin because it now predicts a reward is coming. The third phase is amplification. As you study, you're going to manually reinforce the dopamine loop at regular intervals. Use the Pomodoro technique as your foundation. 25 minutes of focused work followed by a 2-minute break. But during that break, you are not touching your phone. You're not scrolling. You're stretching, walking around the room, drinking water, or just breathing. Just enough activity to signal to your brain that this studying session is accompanied by small rewards. After each complete study block, add a tiny celebration. Say, "Yes," out loud. Pump your fist. It sounds ridiculous, but your brain doesn't know ridiculous. It only knows pattern, and you are training it to associate focused work with winning. Now, let's talk about what a full day using this system actually looks like. Because knowing the theory is one thing, but having a concrete routine is what makes it stick. Wake up and do not touch your phone. This is the most critical moment of the day. Your dopamine baseline is naturally low in the morning, which is exactly the state you want to protect. Drink water, make your bed, take a cold shower if you can manage it. A 2020 study published in PLOS One found that cold water immersion significantly increases noradrenaline and dopamine levels, which means a cold shower doesn't just wake you up,
It primes your reward system without spiking it too high. Then go into your 30-minute deprivation window. Sit in silence. Let your brain get genuinely bored. Let it crave something. Then comes your first study block. Close your eyes for 2 minutes. Visualize the session. Then open your materials and begin. 25 minutes of pure focus. 2-minute low dopamine break. Repeat. After your second or third block, take a moderate reward break, a proper breakfast, some sunlight, 10 minutes of light movement, no screens. Then go back for your second round of study blocks using the exact same sequence. By lunchtime, eat without a screen in front of you. Notice what you're eating. Be present. This keeps your dopamine receptor sensitive rather than constantly flooded, which is what makes this system work over time. In the afternoon, continue the pattern. By the evening, you've earned your high dopamine wind down. Watch something, play a game, enjoy it, but set a clear time limit. You're in control now, not the algorithm. Here's the part most people aren't prepared for. The first 3 days are genuinely hard. Your brain will resist. It will throw every possible distraction at you. It will tell you this isn't working, that you should just check your phone for a second, that one short video won't hurt. This is withdrawal, your brain pushing back against losing its easy dopamine source. But if you stay with it, something shifts around day 4 or 5. Studying starts to feel different. Not easy exactly, but satisfying. Understanding a concept gives you a real rush. Finishing a study block feels like winning. You're not white-knuckling through it anymore. You actually want to keep going. That's dopamine loading working exactly as intended. You haven't changed what studying is. You've changed what your brain predicts studying will feel like, and that prediction is everything. There's one more thing worth understanding. This new pattern is fragile at first. One 3-hour social media binge can reset your dopamine baseline and undo days of progress. That's not a reason to be afraid of it. It's a reason to protect it deliberately, especially in the first 2 weeks. Treat your dopamine baseline the way an athlete treats their training schedule. Guard it. Here's what to take away from all of this. Your brain is not your enemy. It's just been running a program that was optimized for short-term hits instead of long-term growth. Dopamine loading doesn't fight that program. It rewrites it, slowly, steadily, one study session at a time. The challenge starting today is simple. 5 days. Just 5. Don't think about forever. Don't aim for perfect. Commit to 5 days of following this routine and track honestly how you feel on each one. Notice the shift. Notice when it starts to feel less like torture and more like something you're actually choosing. Your brain is already capable of being addicted to growth. You're just redirecting what it's pointing at.